So what I think most people tend to forget is that Chaozu is as old, if not older, than Krillin. And this grown-ass man is chasing little girls around a cruise ship. Anyways, this episode of Dragon Ball Super redeemed itself so greatly from last week's travesty with the Goku vs. Beerus fight, and that's for a number of reasons, both action-wise and comedic-wise, because oh boy, this episode of Dragon Ball Super, so fucking hilarious for intentional reasons and reasons that I know were not intentional. The non-intentional ones being where it's showing what everyone's doing across the ship. You have that weird-ass shit with Chaozu chasing little girls, but you also have Yamcha training with Piccolo by like punching his hand. Like I don't know why I found that so fucking humorous. Like I know it was just like, you know, to show like, hey, let's, you know, do a little bit of, you know, light sparring, but in reality we all know that like that's the most Yamcha could ever dream of doing to Piccolo. Just fucking Piccolo with his hand out and Yamcha just duking it out with his hand, and Piccolo's there just saying, yo, are you done yet? Please. I don't know why. To me, that scene was just so fucking funny. Just seeing Yamcha go ham on Piccolo's hand, because again, that's probably the most he could ever dream of accomplishing. But one thing that I did mention in my previous videos about what I love about Dragon Ball Super is the lore building. And boy oh boy did this episode do that to the fucking T when they did Vegeta's flashback on how he was traumatized by Beerus. And speaking of Beerus, I find it hilarious and I'm taken aback by it with the fact that Beerus gets into all these fights and all these ordeals with villains and heroes and all this shit over dumb, absurd things. Like, it's funny and it's like disturbing at the same time. Like, you see King Vegeta on the fucking floor with Beerus putting his foot on top of his fucking head saying, you promised me the world's most comfortable pillow. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? And it's so weird because you have this like ominous music playing in the background as if it's supposed to be a serious moment, like maybe King Vegeta cheated Beerus out of a planet he was supposed to conquer, or he blew up a solar system that like had his Beerus' council or religion, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but it's over the world's fluffiest pillow. And you see Vegeta looking at King Vegeta. Yeah, Vegeta looking at King Vegeta. Yes. He's being traumatized the whole time, seeing his dad like just groveling at this monster's feet, and he's listening to the conversation and it's over a fucking pillow. It's hilarious, but at the same time it's like Vegeta was traumatized by this event. You don't really see Vegeta ever remorsing at all about his father. Like, he wasn't upset when his dad died on Planet Vegeta. Whenever Frieza brought up King Vegeta and how he used to make him grovel, Vegeta still didn't give a shit about him. But when you see these moments where Vegeta is literally like, yo, stop messing with my dad, it's kind of surreal. It's really awesome to see those moments in Dragon Ball Super. It increases the lore that was built up way back then with the Dragon Ball Z Namek Saga or the Saiyan Saga. And it even expands on how Vegeta met Beerus, because in Battle of Gods, we never knew how Vegeta knew of Beerus. Like, as soon as Beerus' name was mentioned, Vegeta's like, oh shit, I remember Beerus. He's that motherfucker we don't mess with. But in Dragon Ball Super, it's like, you know, I remember that name. I don't know exactly how I came into contact with him. And now we see how. He was basically witnessing his father get fucking groveled into the floor by this fucking purple bunny. And that was fucking traumatizing to him. And I swear, I think this is an overarching theme with Dragon Ball, but I feel like most, if not everyone, is an idiot. Like, a straight up just dumb idiot, because in the scene where Beerus and Whis are talking to Vegeta, Vegeta is on the fucking ground, on his stomach, face down. And Bulma comes and sees this. He sees these two figures who she's never met before standing over Vegeta with his face to the ground. And she's like, oh, you're Vegeta's friends, right? Come on, let me take you around. Feast on the wonders that we have on this glorious day of my birthday. And it's like, you see your husband on the fucking ground. You don't assume maybe these guys punched him in the stomach. You don't assume that maybe they're about to kill him before you came in. I mean, where's the theory of like just putting 2 and 2 together and realizing, yo, these people could be a threat, let's not mess with them. And getting back into Yamcha, oh my god, his crusty ass, having the nerve to say that he's one of the strongest fighters on that ship when he's, you know, palling around with Beerus, slapping him on the back and shit. And it's like, yo, man, I swear, this guy is on some Kiba level shit from Naruto. Because whenever Kiba opened his mouth, it was just so fucking annoying and obnoxious to hear what that guy had to say. And Yamcha right now is no exception. The nerve and the audacity to say that he can hold his own against any of the fighters on that ship. I mean, maybe Chaozu. That's about it. Krillin could kick his ass, Tien could kick his ass, Goten kick his ass, Trunks kick his ass, and notice that I'm listing all the lower tier fighters compared to Piccolo, Vegeta, Goku, who isn't even on the ship, but you get my point. Yamcha being crusty as ever, not helping his fandom at all by just saying, yo man, strongest fighter on this ship, what up? And I fucking lost my shit when Trunks splashed Beerus in the face with the water gun. And you know some shit is about to go down, and then you see Vegeta is like, oh dude, fuck this shit, I'm out, and he just jumps straight into the water. I honestly thought that he was just booking it. He's like, yo man, I'm not dealing with this shit, peace the fuck out, I am done. But then we notice there's a scene where he's basically trying to calm Beerus down, in the sense where in Battle of Gods, he did it in a karaoke style dance marathon to impress Beerus. Now it's like a cooking marathon, and I was laughing my ass off the whole time, seeing Vegeta blast that octopus, fry it, cooking it all over the place, making all the noises, cooking. It was just so fucking funny because you never see Vegeta like this. You'll probably never see him like this again with any other person. And it's just so fucking hilarious to watch. And now, regarding the action sequences, when this is towards the end of the episode, starting off with Majin Buu. Now, for some reason, Majin Buu, especially in Dragon Ball Super, I noticed it a little bit in Battle of Gods, but more so in this anime adaptation. Majin Buu is really violent. Like, I remember in Dragon Ball Z, he loved Hercule. Like, he would do anything for Hercule, prevent him from getting hurt. That was like his best friend for him, and I could see it. I never once saw Buu want to hurt Hercule or anything. And sometimes Buu can be reasoned with by whatever Hercule said. But in Dragon Ball Super, oh my god, he doesn't listen to Hercule. He's rude and disgusting to Hercule by not sharing any of that fucking pudding, which I'm glad, by the way, they kept that arc, because I liked how Beerus' like, you know, God of Destruction mode was activated just because in Battle of Gods, Buu didn't share his pudding. And now in Super, it's the same exact thing. But yeah, he's not sharing his pudding, and then Hercule's like, yo, I'm really sorry, Beerus. Please forgive him, please forgive him. And Buu, along with Beerus, but Buu just flicks Hercule into the fucking sideline, like against a fucking hard-ass wall of the cruise ship, and you see the wall crumble a little bit, and it's like, yo, I mean, what happened to Majin Buu? Why is he, you know, this fucking rude and disrespectful and just obnoxious? Like, I missed the very cutesy Buu, the Buu that was like very lighthearted unless you pissed him off so bad, but you know, if you're nice to him, he's mostly nice to you. But no, completely different story in Dragon Ball Super by far. And then we finally escalated into the fight between Beerus and Majin Buu, and oh boy, animation and art, this battle shitted everything, shitted all over everything. The Beerus and Goku battle we had in Dragon Ball Super Episode 5, the previous episode. And I'm just at a loss for words. Like, it was nice to see Beerus and Buu duke it out. I mean, it was clearly one-sided, but it was still a nice fight to see. The animation was on point, the art was on point, it was pretty decent. And it makes me wonder, how the fuck is it that Goku versus Beerus didn't get the same treatment when it was a big pivotal battle in Battle of Gods? But in Dragon Ball Super, it's like, oh, you know, it's one of those side things, let's just shit all over it. But no, we got Majin Buu versus Beerus, guys. This is where the real shit kicks in. And boy, oh boy, is shit about to go into top gear, because next episode, we get Vegeta turning Super Saiyan 2, I believe, because he has electricity around him. And oh my god, like, I'm wondering if they're still gonna do the same thing where, like, you know, Beerus slaps Bulma and he's like, don't you dare hit my Bulma! And all that shit. Or maybe we'll get a new form of Vegeta. You never know. Maybe he might turn Super Saiyan 3. Who knows? But yeah, all in all, very fun and awesome episode of Dragon Ball Super. Washed that bad taste from my mouth of episode 5, which was last week's episode. And now we're back on track to what I'm liking from Dragon Ball Super, which is the comedy and the animation and art being on point whenever something epic or a battle is happening. But that's all that I have for this video, guys. Let me know what you all think in the comments below. Did you enjoy this episode of Dragon Ball Super? Because I sure did, but let me know why you enjoyed it or why you didn't like it. But that's about it. If you could leave a like down below, I would very, very greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you could do so as well, I would really love you forever, people. And as always, stay beautiful.